I am so psyched for tonight. Having internet helps, and I cannot believe we're here. Welcome to the virtual comedy show. I'm Brad Tassell, and someone tell me later how the show goes because after this monologue, I have to run literally 10 minutes to get upstairs to the theater to do an R-rated show full of people who all ate 4 shrimp cocktails with dinner. So this is going to be just their breath alone is going to be fantastic. But here the whole time will be your star, Steve Goody, everybody, right? And ready for her close-up, the last voice of reason out there, Patty Vasquez. The last really tired voice of reason. I think it's going to be, she's going to have to disappear for like a month just to come back from all of this. Plus, we have a super duper show with our pal and super friend and now comedian and musician. It's Kaylin Evanson, everybody. Kaylin's here. Looking dressed up great and moving like she did last time. A little. Okay. Anyway, plus we have another funny musical comedian. It's Kurt from Kerplunk. Everybody, it's Kerplunk Kurt. And tonight is a very special. You'll notice I'm talking fast. I am going to fulfill the wishes of 80% of our viewer mail and get this over quick. I usually now, if you're good at math, listen to this. I usually have 6 pages of jokes at a 22-point font. But today, 3 pages of jokes at a font of 4. So I'll be here 3 hours, is what I'm saying. No. Okay, so let's go. Let's start, and I can be done literally before 10:10. Here we go. Last night was the SNL 50th anniversary special, which meant a great deal to me because I was a wide-eyed 11-year-old watching the first season and then annoying my parents with cheeseburger all day and all night. I was bugging them. It really shaped my childhood, and I gained something I never thought I'd get, a weekend bedtime.
Nice.
That was the best joke I've ever written. I can't believe it. Okay. I thought the SNL, by the way, I thought the SNL 50th anniversary special was the best special I'd ever seen. And the most telling part was that Rob Schneider only appeared in the Things We'll Never Do Again piece. And I don't think he was there. Was Rob Schneider there? Did anybody see him? I know people who were missing, but because I know Hader wasn't there, Aykroyd, and Dana Carvey, oddly. Dana Carvey's been on every week this year except for the 50th anniversary. Well,
Dana wasn't there.
Yeah, Dana wasn't there, was he?
Dana wasn't there.
No, Dana wasn't there. Okay, let's fight about it. Anyway, by the way, the SNL 50th anniversary show opened with Paul Simon singing with Sabrina Carpenter. It was really beautiful. Carpenter joked that she wasn't born, obviously, in 1976 when Simon sang the song that I forgot the song. Homeward Bound. The first time he sang the song in 1976, she wasn't born, and then she said her parents were also not born yet. so it was kind of funny. 83-year-old Simon then became confused because he didn't know if he wanted to date her or her mother. If she didn't know, because he's old and creepy. Okay, and still married to Edie Brickell, oddly enough, who's 58.
Oh yeah,
she's 2 years younger than me. So Steve, you should hit on Edie Brickell.
Good idea.
Yeah, I know. I think you would do well with Edie Brickell. You guys would be a good team.
It rhymes.
Anyway, and if nothing else, you could do an album. Hey, oh my God, there have been so many plane crashings and problems. Mike, today again, the Delta plane landed upside down in Toronto just to really stress how life in the United States is right now. Here you go, Canada. But there have been so many problems in the FAA that Trump is rushing for a solution, which is to fire hundreds more critical jobs to aviation. That's how you fix this. By the way, with the money he saves from firing all those people in the FAA, he plans to buy new Tesla cyber hearses to transport victims of plane crashes to the cemetery. That's what he's going to do at the family's cost. So, too dark. That was dark.
Wow.
I know. Dark. But you heard about the $400 million in Tesla. Oh, well. He went back on that. Okay. Hey, today is President's Day. Isn't that great?
I mean, yay.
And true to his word, President Musk has lowered prices on sheets and towels by 25% until midnight. Everything else is still expensive. It's still expensive because Elon Musk has access to everyone's IRS tax data, and he knows you can afford it. So that's good. So, nothing scarier than that, than all this stuff. Okay. The BAFTA Awards were held in England. Yeah. They're considered the Oscars of Europe by people who also think The Voice is a stepping stone to a singing career.
Oh, man.
It's not. The most notable winners I will mention if they win an Oscar. Okay. Let's go. Hey, a kindergarten teacher appeared on the Today Show to plead with parents to stop sending one particular snack with their kids to school. Do you know what it was?
Chewing tobacco.
Meth. So no.
Meth.
No. It was fruit cups. Fruit cups.
Oh.
Well, because they're hard to open and the children are spilling the juice all over their papers and it's sticky, right? She said she much prefers graham crackers as they're easy to dip in paste.
Oh, God.
Do kids still eat paste?
I don't know.
Not about kids. I still do.
Hey, man, that stuff was like fentanyl when I was 5.
No
oh
kidding.
God, and it came with the perfect device to eat it, and a popsicle stick. We were all supposed to build something with the popsicle sticks, but they never stuck together because everybody kept licking off the paste. Oh, memories. Okay. Hey, if you're looking for an analogy for today, a man in Wales says he threw away a hard drive. He threw away a hard drive that had over $80 million in Bitcoin on it. 80 million. Can you believe it? He threw the hard drive away in 2013 and is now trying to get the town to dig up the landfill to find it. He has offered them $70 million to buy the property so he can dumpster dive in his local dump. This is true. The town says they cannot sell the land, but will trade it for Greenland or Canada if they become available. Okay. Hey, and jokes I forgot to do last week. I think I forgot to do this joke last week. 100,000 eggs were stolen in Pennsylvania from the back of a trailer, and police can't seem to crack the case. They're also baffled who could have hatched this plan. They're now scrambling for clues. The eggs have a street value of over $400,000, and this is not the work of some practical yokers.
I knew that was coming.
If captured, they'll be charged with theft and maybe poaching. You're all glad didn't do that last week, aren't you? Okay.
That would have been the worst yoke of the week.
That's the worst yoke.
Joke of the week.
You could put that would have been the worst yoke of the week if I'd be doing it, but you're doing it. All right, 3 more and I'm out. Well, it might be 10, 11. Here we go. Americans are drowning in debt after years of overspending fueled by the pandemic. And coming out of the pandemic, Trump promises to ease that debt by making sure 50% of Americans lose their jobs so they can file bankruptcy. It's going to be fantastic. A great plan. Okay. We had 2 sad jokes, one with the hearse and both about Trump. Oh, listen close. Archaeologists are confirming a study that says humans 11,000 to 17,000 years ago would scoop out the brains of their enemies and mash them up. Isn't that crazy? They said that practice continues today, but we call it Facebook. That's my favorite joke I've ever written. All right. Now it's time for the horrible joke of the day. Not the worst. This is the joke I wrote. That is a joke. I usually find a setup and then write a new punchline, but this time I wrote the whole terrible joke myself. And be forewarned, it doesn't make sense. Here you go. What do you say to a rabbit that hates tea?
What do you say to a rabbit that hates tea?
See you at Shabbat.
That's a rabbi. Got it. It hates tea. I get it. I get it.
Oh, I get
It's
it.
a spelling joke.
It's a thinker. Yay!